am back in Embarcadero area. I'm actually meeting a friend that I met in Singapore at the ferry building. So because of the line of BART, it's super convenient to go from Powell, Montgomery, and then Embarcadero. So I'm meeting her at the ferry building, which I'm gonna head over now and go say hi to her. But honestly, this is like the only area that I feel pretty comfortable in, just because there's so many people working here downtown and there's a lot of tourists. So the city itself, I think, doesn't want tourism to wane, so the security around here is a lot better. I never tried any of these bikes before, but I will one day. And then one thing I just wanted to mention as well, so the transportation system, there are lines above, and the buses are connected to them. I would hate to be the person putting these up or fixing it. We are headed to the ferry building. Like my hand, the size of my hand. Yeah. Well, I'll do a video of you too. Hi. I will say one thing is, like, if you're a tourist in San Francisco, be aware of your belongings. Don't leave your stuff in the car, obviously. Like, have everything with you. Don't walk by yourself late at night. I always Uber. And if you see someone like kind of creepy, then just like always take all the precautions. I would also say that like San Francisco itself is not so bad. I feel like I've just been super like hyper aware and a little bit anxious because I came from one of like the safest countries in the world. But coming back to San Francisco is just, you know, it's what you got to do being in America. And I realized like that's a shitty thing. Like I have to carry pepper spray and I have to be aware because I'm a woman. I have to care about all these things. Guess how much my nails were? This was $45 US plus tip, so roughly 52 USD. Hope it was worth it. Honestly, we should play a game of like, guess how much stuff is in San Francisco. I'll do that today. It's really funny, but I have a StormTech backpack, but it has like the old company logo. And then my friend who used to work at a startup, what she did was pick out every single strand off her backpack because she didn't work at that company anymore. It took her like 3 hours, and I'm not about to do that unless do it for me for free. But anyways, I'm walking around with this backpack because it's a high quality backpack, just like how tech backpacks always are. So don't come at me for wearing the same tech backpack. I think BART is just like so gross. God damn, this freaking hill. Can't see the hill, but I'm on a hill. I don't want to flex on all of you guys, but I have Kirkland's signature slippers from Costco. It is Thursday, and I am just having a beer right now. Fort Point, I love them actually. I remember I had them once at like a happy hour or something, and I just got addicted to them. They do sell these at Trader Joe's. I think I got this one at Costco. They're started in San Francisco, so this is not sponsored, it's just something that I like. Interestingly enough though, like I have not been drinking a lot of like alcohol in general. Ever since I came back from Asia, I've been kind of toning it down. This is like the first beer I've had in a while, and I think it's because like either with age, like I get hangovers a lot faster, I don't feel great. I just don't think it's worth the headache and the time that it's taken to heal the next morning. So like nowadays, I'm just like, I'll just have one beer and that's it. But man, I like think back about when I was like younger and I was like, I could really just like, I could hang, and then now I can't. Like now I'm like, oh, I'm so tired at like 10, or like I'd rather be in my pajamas. So it's funny because a lot of my friends have told me like, this is what happens. You don't really see it or feel it. It just like one day, just complete transformation and then you're there. But it's been a good week so far. I feel like it's been super productive. I've been like working. I actually have been working. And I think this is such an interesting like thing I realized that a lot of people currently don't know exactly what I'm doing. So for context, right now, I am consulting for a startup, usually like 10 to 20 hours per week. And that is basically like my sole income structure. And then for Asian Water Woman, I basically do it kind of like full time. I do it like here nor there. We are planning a summit in Taipei next year. We had a podcast launch come out like yesterday. It's called Asian Water Woman on Spotify and Apple. Please watch it and let me know what you think about it and give us a review. And everything has just been chugging along. And one of the things I realized too, like I think sometimes when you're like building your own thing, you want like instant success. Like you want to be an overnight sensation and you just want people to suddenly be like, oh my God, like she's doing great and whatever. But I realized like the people who are successful, they have been doing this for years. They've been doing it for like way longer than we've ever imagined. And they've just been slowly chipping away, doing it consistently and working. So I don't think I would become an overnight success, and I hope no one else does either. But I mean, maybe social media portrays things very differently, but I am working on my craft and I'm working my things. But it also comes down to a point where I realize I'm like, can I even do what I set out to do? Like sometimes I'm like, am I even that ambitious? Like, do I even care that much? Like, why do I create content if I'm not trying to like scale? Or maybe I just create content because I think it's fun and it's enjoyable. So I'm not really sure where like the content strategy is going to come from, but all I know is like I do like putting myself out there right now because of all the opportunities it's given me, in the sense where like I met some of my best friends from just doing YouTube, or like I've met so many like interesting people, connected with people just because of YouTube or just like putting myself out there. I don't ever think that maybe this would become like a full-time career, though it would be pretty badass if it did happen. But I think right now I'm just like kind of going through the emotions because yesterday I had to pay, I shit you not, $700 because the top wire of my Invisalign broke. I had gone to farmer's market and ate a bagel and it cracked my wire. So I had to get it completely replaced. And then now I have to get another tray because my tray does not fit. And this is because I don't have, I guess like proper health insurance, which I normally would have if I had a full-time job. And so I think a lot of the health things that I am paying for in the US are like out of pocket, are like nomad insurance. So it's been an interesting adjustment for me. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, should I go back to a full-time job just for the health insurance? Anyways, you tell me what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts. Those who are like solopreneurs or like freelancers, like how are you paying for your health insurance? I'm actually really curious. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I think I just want to see what it would be like without all the like the music and whatnot. I'm actually going to edit this video on CapCut and see how it turns out. So I don't want to like add any like fancy things. Maybe like CapCut is just the way to go, and we'll see how it goes. But anyways, see you all in the next vlog in San Francisco. This is what it's like. Bye.